Alright guys, we're back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing something I guess I've been quote-unquote doing with Legends, and that's sort of delving more into certain things that have to do with the game and the game's health and what could be coming after as far as like events and stuff like that. So for today, in anticipation for the Dokkan Battle 9th anniversary coming to Global, we're actually going to be doing a full preview of every single thing that they announced here on the 2024 Dokkan Now. This video reveals and stuff type thing released a few hours ago at this point, the point of my recording. But we're sort of just going to look through it and talk about certain things. In full disclosure, right, I did play the 9th anniversary celebrations during JP's 9th anniversary. I did go ahead, I did summon a little bit. I only really pulled the Gogeta, which I do have a summon video and a showcase video of them in my channel. But as far as everything goes, I didn't go in depth when I played during the 9th anniversary, so this should be a pretty cool experience. This is mostly going to be about part 1. I don't know if I'll do one for part 2, but I guess we'll cross that road when we get there, right? So with that said, let's go ahead and start looking through this here. Omatsu, new dude. So here we go. So yeah, the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle 9th anniversary campaign is mostly revolving around Dragon Ball Super, specifically Broly and Super Hero. This first event is Frieza's Endless Ambitions. It's a story event where you can recruit First Form Frieza into your team. You can only awaken him up to TUR. He does get an Easy A in part 3 of the anniversary as well. So a good pickup for free-to-play players, a bunch of free-to-play stones as well to accommodate you there. Moving on, this is the next free-to-play event where you actually get the, I guess, token free-to-play LR that they release for every single anniversary. At this point, this started, I believe, in 5th anniversary with LR Goku Black. I think it might have been LR Goku Black or LR Zamasu. And then for 6th anniversary, I can't remember who it was. Who was it for 6th? It was Roshi, I think. I think it was Roshi. Yeah, so for 6th it was Roshi. For 7th, nothing comes to mind. For 8th, it was LR Majin Vegeta. And then now for 9th anniversary, we are getting an LR Beerus, a free-to-play LR Beerus. He is physical. I haven't used him. I think he has the target ability that is later introduced with LR Gogeta. But another really good choice. Another good free-to-play unit as well. He also gets his Easy A in part 3. There it is. There's the arts. That's his TUR, and then that's his LR art. A really cool LR art, if I'm being honest with you guys. It's not a bad LR art by any means necessary. But I don't have him Easy Aid in JP, so when I get him Easy Aid in Global, that'll be my first time using him at his full potential. So that should be pretty interesting. Limited attempts events. There is this one, which you get basically equipment slots for Dokkan players. It's Skill Orbs. There we go, Skill Orbs. Once per day, tough struggle for survival, Planet Vampa. You basically battle Broly and you get one of the 3 Skill Orbs, depending on how far or how, I guess, well you do during the event. You can either get gold, silver, or bronze Skill Orbs. These help for movie bosses, which is one of the prime tags that is buffed during part 1 of the Dokkan Battle 9th anniversary with LR Broly. Moving along here. Ultimate Red Zone Movie Edition Part 2 gets some significant additions. You get stage 6 and 7. I can't think out of the top of my head which stages those are. I'm assuming they probably have to do with Superhero and Broly, but I'm not really sure. I can't really think of out of the top of my head, so I'll probably cover this as a part of my Ultimate Red Zone series, which I decided to hold off on it until anniversary so that I could actually start playing through the Ultimate Red Zone series with all the Red Zone events in the anniversary. So another thing to take note of, Stage 6 and 7 has been added to Ultimate Red Zone Movie Edition Part 2. Moving along. This is the new event for this anniversary. It's basically the Heroes version of the Ultimate Red Zone. A lot of people in JP were calling it the Ultimate Blue Zone, or Blue Zone, yeah. But the actual translation, or the translation that Global is going for, is Supreme Magnificent Battle Dragon Ball Super Edition. So this is sort of like their rendition of the movies version of Ultimate Red Zone that released during 7th anniversary. Never took on this event, so this will be a really interesting event to take on once the anniversary actually starts. Okay, so upon completing the high difficulty event, you get a new title. From my understanding, titles aren't as important on Dokkan as they are on Legends. You can actually get title boosts on Legends, but I'm pretty sure these are just aesthetics as far as Dokkan goes. But you can get 3, from my understanding, as far as titles go for the Blue Zone. I'm just going to keep calling it Blue Zone. But the first one is the one who transcended the 9th anniversary. So pretty interesting, a really nice looking title. It's the Dimension Shatter from Dragon Ball Super Broly, so that's a really cool title. So not bad at all. This is something I really wanted to talk about here. This is the new version of the 77 special summon ticket and the quote-unquote tons of thanks summon tickets. So for 5th, 6th, and 7th anniversary, Dokkan Battle introduced this rainbow ticket, and in it, you would actually be able to get, you were actually able to summon on each of the premium new summonable, like, units. So you'd be able to take these rainbow tickets and summon with them onto any of the new banners. And then the 77 special summon ticket was these tickets you would recollect, and then you do the biggest multi in Dokkan, which was the 77 unit character. So for the 9th anniversary, what Dokkan did was basically combine the two and make sure that you could get one big multi out of any of the anniversary banners, that being Gogeta Blue, that being Broly, that being the Part 2 banners. Basically, you collect them and then you do one big mass summon on any of the banners that you choose. Now, unlike previous rainbow tickets, you don't get to do a summon here on this banner, a summon here on this one. No, it's all of them collected for one multi, one really big multi in one of those banners. So it's not a bad change. I actually quite like it. It gives you more chances to get the unit that you like. So not a bad change, at least in my opinion, right? I did actually do this on JP. I summoned for Beast Gohan. Did not get him. So there's that. But moving along here. Let's see, what's next? Okay, so I'm assuming the next thing is, yeah. So the first of the 2 new characters from Part 1 of the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle 9th anniversary is the Dokkan Fest LR Super Broly. He starts out as Super Saiyan Broly and does an active skill into full power Super Saiyan Broly with a domain ability. And then the other new character is the Carnival LR Super Gogeta, or Super Saiyan Gogeta, who transforms into Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta with a Dokkan original animation. So I'm actually, yeah, here we go. So these are the new characters, transformations, and all that good stuff. Yeah, so I am actually going to let it play here as far as animations go, just so that we're actually able to see it a little bit. I'll probably commentate over it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and lower this a little bit, and there we go. Yep. Cool, cool, cool. It's a really sick animation. I think these are one of the best animations in all of Dokkan. At least one of the better looking animations. These look ripped straight out of the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. So, like, this is phenomenal. Phenomenal animations by any means. I really hope I'm able to summon Broly on Global. I've been saving stones for a while. Right now I have 1.6k. I'm going to try and see if I can push to 2k before the start of the anniversary. But I'm really excited for anniversary, to be fair. I'm really, really excited. Okay. And, yep, this is his active skill into Full Power Super Saiyan Broly. There's his domain. That would be, yep, that's the Dimension Shatter domain. These animations, man, the 18 and 24, sorry, the 12 and 18 keys for Full Power Broly look fucking amazing. They look so sick. They look phenomenal, man. They look phenomenal. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the audio here. Mostly because I thought there would be OSTs. No OSTs. But, man, these animations are actually phenomenal. And now that we heard the voice lines, I'm going to keep them shut until Gogeta's voice lines, just to hear how well they sound. Because sometimes Dokkan does this weird thing where when they translate it or put the voice lines into the game, man, that looks ripped straight out of the anniversary. Or straight out of the movie. That's crazy, dude. Yep, that's perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and pause here. I'm going to go and skip forward until we get to the Gogeta. That's perfect. Here we go. All right. There we go. So here's Gogeta. Again, ripped straight out of the movie. This looks ripped straight out of the movie. It's really, really cool how well this looks. Ripped straight out of the movie. His 18 key, which I believe is the Stardust Fall. Yep, there it is. It's such a sick animation, dude. It is so, so sick. Alright, here's his active skill to turn into Gogeta Blue. Ooh, he has a counter. I actually never got the counter on JP. That's sick. Alright, so I'm assuming this is the God Meteor Crush. Meteor Strike. Okay. Yeah, this isn't looking bad at all, dude. This is looking sick. These are some of the best animated units in the game. Alright, this is his active skill. So, I'm going to turn it off now because we've basically heard the audio here. But what this active skill does is that it actually turns on the targeting system, or the targeting mechanic. And basically what that does is that it makes every single attack in the turn go towards that unit in specific. There it is. That's the target system. It looks really sick, and that can actually come in really clutch, depending on what event you're actually going up against. And here's the Dokkan original animation. It looks phenomenal. I've seen this plenty of times at this point, because I've played JP trying to grind up for UI Goku, but it looks sick, dude. It absolutely looks phenomenal. There it is. What is it called again? Transcendent Blazer. So that's the translation for that move. Not bad. Not bad at all. So those are the animations for Gogeta Blue and Broly. In my opinion, I think Broly's look a little bit better. Mostly because Broly's are more one-to-one with the movie. Gogeta's, here's the thing with Gogeta Blue. They've already touched on so much of his content from Dragon Ball Super Broly that a lot of these animations probably would retread old ground. So for example, Stardust Fall looks really similar to STR Gogeta Blues. They couldn't do the full powered Kamehameha again because the STR Gogeta Blues still looks really good. It's just, to me, I personally prefer Broly's animations, but Gogeta still, man. I'm a Gogeta dude, so there's that. We're going to go ahead and keep moving here. See what other thing we can talk about. Okay, so here's the actual Broly breakdown, I believe. So, yep, here we go. So, Surge of Heightened Fighting Spirit, Super Saiyan Broly. His categories are there, to name a few: movie bosses, Pure Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Full Power, Exploding Rage, and Transformation Boost, and specifically Super Bosses. Okay, his leader skill is Super Bosses, Transformation Boost, and Full Power category key +3, HP attack and defense +170, plus an additional HP attack and defense +30% to characters who belong to the Exploding Rage or Movie Bosses category. His super attack is the Gigantic Impact. It raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn, causing colossal damage to the enemy. His 24 key is the Massive Blaster. Greatly raises attack, greatly raises defense for 4 turns, and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. I'm not going to read the passive skills, too long. His activation skill, or his active skill, Transformation. Transforms, created domain, extra dimensional space, which is the shattered dimension, and raises extreme class allies key by 4 for 4 turns. It can be activated from the 5th turn from that character's entry. The domain is as follows. It's right there. If you guys want to read it, you guys can go ahead and pause the video. Alright, and we should be moving, into his transform. So Full Power Broly. Super attack, Awakening Tempest, raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to all enemies. So it's an AoE attack. His 24 key is Gigantic Catastrophe. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Passive skill is as follows. Again, you can pause the video if you want to read through all of that. I'm not going to read that right now. Yep. So we're moving on to Gogeta. There we go. Okay, so LR Super Gogeta, Super Saiyan Gogeta. Pause the video to read all the categories there, but to name a few: Fusion, Drama Gods, Movie Heroes, Super Saiyans, Final Trump Card, and let's do Fused Warriors. He's a Carnival, so he should be buffing one category 200% completely. So there it is. So he is buffing Movie Heroes, key +3, HP attack and defense +200%. His super attack is the Meteor Attack. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. His 24 key is the Stardust Fall. Raises defense infinitely. That's interesting. And greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. Mega colossal damage to the enemy. Again, pause the video for the passive skill. I'm not going to read it right now, but there it is. Transformation. Transforms. There's nothing more to that. It can be activated starting from the 4th turn from the character's entry. Yep. And here's Gogeta Blue. His 12 key is the God Meteor Strike. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. His 24 key is Transcendent Blazer. Massively raises attack for 4 turns and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. His passive, again, is right there. Pause the video if you guys would like to read it. I am not going to read that right now. It's late. His active skill, How Long Do You Think You Can Keep Up With Me? Massively raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy. Directs enemies' attacks towards the character and evades enemies' attack, including super attack, for 1 turn. So what he does is that he makes everyone, or makes the enemy, makes every single enemy's attack in that turn targeted towards him. And since he has that guaranteed evade for that complete first turn, that you guys will basically be taking no damage at all. And the condition is it can be started, or it can be activated starting from the next attacking turn. So really, really interesting stuff here. Official dates for the summons. It's scheduled to start on July 8th PST. That should be Monday. I'm going to bring up the calendar here. I can't bring up the calendar. You guys aren't seeing it right now. I'm looking at the calendar, but that should be Monday. At worst, Tuesday. So, pretty interesting stuff there. So yeah, it's finally good to read some of this stuff, man, because it's it's kind of frustrating not to know what the units do playing JP. So it's not bad by any means. All right, so we should be moving into the global first announcement here, which is what made this Dokkan Now so special. But we do have, this is the important stuff. Correct, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. But besides the New Year step-ups, the Extreme Type and Super Type step-ups, this is the first time in Dokkan's history that they are actually releasing an actual step-up banner for an anniversary or a worldwide. So the way this works is that there are 7 steps in total. The first 3 are a 30, a 40, and a 50 stone step collectively, and then you get your freebie at the very end for the 4th step. Then you move to the 5th step and the 6th, which are 40 and 45 stones respectively. And then for the 7th step, you get 1 featured SSR guaranteed for the final step. And it should be noted, they stated it here in the video, and I'm pretty sure I didn't misunderstand this. If I did, please correct me down in the comments. But if I did misunderstand this, the steps are unlimited. So like Legends, you can just keep going through the step-ups for the 400 hours. For the first 400 hours, which should be around 14, 15 days. So a lot of time to grind up stones, to do summons, to see if you can get to that 7th step for a better chance at pulling either Gogeta or Broly. So definitely take advantage of this while this is here. We're moving along here. Move. Okay, and cool. This is the other major announcement here. I'm pretty sure this is the final major announcement as well. Yeah, this is the final major announcement. Like I said, I haven't covered Dokkan in a while on the channel. I do keep up with it semi-regularly. I keep up with it a lot in terms of YouTube content, but I haven't summoned, I haven't played a lot on the channel, but I do pay attention. And one of the things is Dokkan Battle is doing a unification or a sync of both the JP version and the global version. And for a while, it's been sort of up in the air of when this would happen, especially since JP has continued their releases and global is significantly behind at this point. But officially, we can say that the start of the unification, the start of the sync, will be in the worldwide celebration this year. So starting this year's worldwide celebration, Dokkan Battle will no longer have an international/global version or a Japanese version. It'll just be Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. So a lot of things to process as far as Dokkan Battle goes. A lot of things to think about as well. Namely, what happens to the units that aren't released in global right now. So for example, on JP, they still have Dokkan Fest Topo. They have LR Cell Max. They have Tanabata Part 1, which is MUI Goku. They'll have Tanabata Part 2. And then we'll move into August for the worldwide. So a lot of units that still aren't in global. I've been seeing and I've been hearing, and I partly agree with this sentiment, but a good way to fix this would be to just do a full, like a big mega, like high value step up banner and be like, hey, here's UI Goku, here's Cell Max, here's Topo, here's the part 2 for Tanabata. It'd be really fun if they did a mega high value Dokkan Fest versus Carnival banner where they could have presumably the part 2 Carnival banner for Tanabata and Cell Max, and then for part 1 they could have Topo and UI Goku. I feel like that'd be a really good way to sort of fix everything as far as releasable units go before heading into the sync. Preferably putting that into the EX part of the anniversary, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna do that. From what they said in the video, they're basically being like, yeah, we're trying, we're working on it, but we can't guarantee anything yet. So it's a bit unfortunate on that end, but not bad news. I guess it's just meh news at this point. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to cover here for the Dokkan now. I don't think there's anything else. We got to see the animations. We took a look at their kits a little bit. We didn't look at their passives. We didn't look at a lot of their stuff. So I'm probably going to do an in-depth showcase once I actually pull one of them. So yeah, with that said, I think I'm going to call it here. That's the video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, please consider pressing that like button, subscribing, and clicking that notification bell to be notified anytime that I upload. Having said that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace!